When I was much younger, I'd always had a strong interest in building different solutions, expressing different ideas in different forms. I had a slightly epileptic educational background, but that was more of fuel for me to get into building businesses, solving problems in different forms. So the first problem I had to solve was mine. How do I transition? How do I function in the world when I have an epileptic educational background? From junior secondary school, senior secondary school, as well as tertiary education. So I got into the workforce pretty early, but before getting into the workforce, I'd already built and designed 2 different business models based off of 2 different ideas that I had just when I was about 15. Whilst I had these challenges, they were also experiences that shaped me in very dynamic ways. I connected with my co-founder on YC Founders Connect. We got off pretty quickly talking about the problem of financial operations and the clear challenge that organizations have with running efficiently, how they process customer payments, the impact that has on the business, and how one day of not properly managing the processes behind how they manage customer payments could literally kill them, regardless of how big they are. The bigger they are, the bigger the problem was. We got together very quickly and decided to build Recital into what it is today. Hi, my name is Bobola Odrami. I'm one of the co-founders of Recital.
My name is Bobola Odrami, and alongside my partner, we are the founders of Recital. Across our founding team, still continue to transform and SACS, Norway, close to Ottawa, neuroeconomics, GT Bank. Now, all of us have customers here. In many transactions today, very easy, card, bank transfer, USSD, whatever it is, it's pretty instant. But behind the scene, it's not the same case. That payment goes through a very complicated process. For businesses, it's sometimes hard to track, it's hard to manage. They collect payments from different sources, different payment providers, different banks, in different forms, in different currencies. Now, what that means is that for their financial operations teams, they have to sit down manually with Excel to try and make sense of that money. They need to find out what came in, if it matches what they expected, what is missing, and in what currency it came in. The impact of this is that transactions go missing, it slows operations, revenue is lost, and sometimes fraud also seeps in and out. Now, before I talk about why we built Recital, the key question here is, who are these companies that have this problem? There are startups, there are fintechs, there are enterprises, there are marketplaces, and even banks, your banks that you're using today. They still deal with this by hand. And that's why we built Recital. What we do today with Recital is we automate the operations behind their financial processes. And what that allows us to do is we're able to reconcile their payments, give them cash visibility across all their financial systems, a real-time monitor of their transaction flow, showing them where payments come in from. We're able to automatically resolve chargeback fraud. On top of that, give them forecasts and a lot more. We're able to do all of this without having to touch the money or change how they operate. Today, we reduce the time they lose on a daily basis or on a monthly basis by over 98%. That's an impact of 33 times. On top of that, we're able to reconcile over 1 million transactions in less than 5 minutes across any financial system combined. The big question to ask is this: why has this problem not been solved? Why can you easily make payments? It's instant, but the process behind that is still flawed. It's simple. There are hundreds of financial systems globally, different banks, different payment providers. They don't speak the same language. They don't have the same data structures. And that's why teams have to do it by hand. What we've done today is we've connected over 5,000 financial and payment platforms together in real time. And what that allows us to do is to solve all of these problems from start to finish. If you'd like to join us, please speak to me afterwards. But here's one thing to note. We've built Recital for startups and for enterprises, and Recital is for the global market. Thank you very much.